Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Let's get this show on the road. How are we, ladies and gents? Hope you're all doing well. G'day. As always, guys, good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening, wherever you are around this world. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the last trading day of the week. What has been an interesting week, a bit of an indifferent week, but nonetheless, as per the usual, guys, we are here to do some analysis and have a look at the charts and see what we can come up with moving forward. If you could just smash that screen, TikTok, crypto link, get out to you, and also YouTube. You guys know what to do. I'll get to you guys shortly. In the meantime, let's not waste any more time and let's have a look, starting as always with GJ. And as always, we'll start with the weekly candle. Now, what we can see on the weekly time frame is, so we have flipped back bullish, the current weekly candle. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the week, after that big drop to the downside and off the back of that previous weekly candle, also the strength of that candle itself. However, we're back bullish and we're back above a support here to the left hand side. So what I'm going to do is mark in the current weekly candle's high and see what sort of level of resistance we've got at that area, and that is likely going to be an area where we can look for possible buy options upon the continuation. So that's just based off the weekly time frame. Obviously, we've tapped into a higher time frame support, bouncing off it. Looking at the daily, we can see daily counter probabilities to the upside. Lining up though with some previous support here to the left hand side, we do have a higher low, higher high to the previous candle. So I'm also going to mark in the low of the current daily candle as well as the high, and we're likely going to be looking for options on either side of that candle as of now. We'll see what we've got if we've flipped any structure once we go down to the 4-hour M30. What we can see though, the daily, we do actually remain bearish in structure on the daily on GJ, where we do have counter probabilities at this point to the upside, with the current candle creating a higher low, higher high to that previous bullish candle. Onto the 4-hour time frame, and we can see that is still technically bearish, but we are creating a series of higher lows and higher highs. Looks like we are exhausting a little bit though to the upside. We've bounced off support here to the left at the current weekly candle's low. Once again, we can see we're at a previous level of support though, which so far is holding as a resistance. Now what I'm going to do is mark in the current daily candle's high. I'm going to change that to gray. What we can see is we've got some pretty clean traffic to the left of that level there. Oh, one sec, guys, one sec. Apologies, guys, had a attention-seeking dog break into the room. So yeah, back to GJ. Apologies. What we can see, current candle is forming quite a strong bullish candle. So based off the current candle itself, if this candle was to close a bullish engulfing, then there's high probability at that point there we will begin to obviously the volumes back into the upside, back above the resistance, and will likely continue bullish throughout the day. It's a high probability. But as of now, I'm going to mark in the most recent support on the 4 hours is low. Let's go to the 30. You can see on the 30 we've got a support at the current daily candle's low. So at the current daily candle's low, the low, we've got a little bit more support to the left hand side. However, you may consider the sell blade level. The music stopped. All happening here. Let's just see what some margin we've got below the support. Not a great deal. In all honesty, the better option is to wait for it to pop below 167.720. Reason being, below that level there, we have very clean traffic to the left hand side. Also, at that point there, the 30-minute structure it's actually flipped bullish and it's flipped back bearish. It was a brief flip bullish on this candle closure to the upside. Over what we've done since is close below that swing point. So we now at this point will remain bearish until we actually close above 188.230. That week just there on that bearish candle. So we are bearish on the M30 as well. So we're still bearish across the board, believe it or not, even though the back of the strength of the rebound from the past few days, we do remain bearish in the bias. So what I will be looking for at the moment, seeing we're near that resistance, is price to come up towards it and look for rejection of 188.20 to 30. Look for price to reject for my potential sell option from the resistance from the current weekly candle's high. Gonna, do you guys get the picture of what I'll be looking at? Those below. Now, if we begin to break above that resistance, hopping above a resistance here to the left hand side as well, I'm not as concerned by that bullish candle wick because the bullish candle is confirmed support, not resistance. So if we do begin to pop above 188.30, at that point there, I'm going to be looking for buys above the high upon continuation. At that point, we're likely going to be breaking the current daily candles high yet again for the second time round, breaking that previous daily candles high, breaking our own current daily candles high. So at that point there, I'd definitely be considering a buy option from above that level. So buys above. And at the moment, otherwise, patiently going to wait for price to come back towards 186.7 and to 80, that sort of level. See how price reacts to it. If we start to close below that support, we have some squeaky clean traffic to left hand side. So I'd be definitely interested in the sells. Also bearish instruction on the M30, also bearish instruction on the 4 hour and the daily. A weekly candle would have flipped back bearish by that point. Still has a lower high, low low to the previous candle. So I would look for the potential sell. But if we were to pull back only to respect that level, I'd also look for my potential options to buy it back up, guys. So very simple analysis on GJ. We're currently stuck in this range between 186.90 and 188.20 roughly, and seeing we're in the top third of it, I'd rather just wait for a potential sell option. Now, will there be a potential sell option arise prior to it? At this point, not quite. We need to wait for if it is to reject this area on the 15-minute previous resistance. What I want to see is once again some rejection, a little bit of support to form, and then maybe London Open if we're starting to pop below it, or just after the open. Looks like at this stage would be some options from the current level. But at the moment, just waiting for price to pull back up towards 188.13 to 20, and we'll see what we've got from that point there. Not interested in buys in between. That is GJ, guys. If you could, please hit the like button. TikTok, make sure to smash that screen for me. Let everyone know we are on stream, and I'll go on quickly have a look at gold prior to London Open. So charts set in to the members day. Did take a sell on gold during the Asian session, which worked really well in the end. Secured different intervals around 13, 14 and 20 pips in the end, so it was a really nice trade. Let's start anyway looking at the weekly time frame. We can see it's still forming a bearish candle, has pulled back quite significantly though within its own candle. We are hovering back above the bodies of the candles here to the left hand side. So have we just grabbed that liquidity from the downside to continue up potentially into new all-time high territory? So we are technically bearish based off the current weekly candle. Do have a lower high, lower low as well. So based off that, it might give me options to sell as well. Potential levels that we could pull back to former resistance at to take a sell back down. I mean, aside from that, we're looking for potential levels we could pull back to form a support at to take a buy back up towards the current weekly candles high in the open yet again. Onto the daily, we can see the previous daily, nice strong closure, bullish engulfing candle. Current candle has a high low, higher high to the previous. But seeing we've created that upper wick, if we were to continue bearish, there is not much of a need for us to pull back up and break our own high. If we were to do so, at that point there is a high probability, even without looking at the 4 hour M30, that we'd be looking for buys back above. So I'm just going to put it in, and I'm sure we'll see that could be a really clean option. Structure wise, we do remain bullish, and now we do have the counter probabilities on our side as well. As to potential levels we could pull back to, well, could use the FIP. And let's just see what the 50% lines up with. If it is any sort of level of significance that price could pull back to grab some liquidity from, form a support above on the minor time frame and look for potential buy options to take back up. Onto the 4 hour time frame, and we are at the moment, let's have a proper look at this. So it's flip bullish. Yep, that's flip bullish. This is the lowest point the market got to. No, it's not flip bullish. I take that back. Lowest point the market got to, so we're looking to the left of that. Still bearish up until these highs. Take it back. But what we've done within the micro trend is flip that bullish. We just create a higher low, higher high. We do have the daily counter probabilities on our side. So you can see how I'm gathering different confluences to look for a potential option to the upside, along with the actual I mean, against the structure itself, so it gives me confidence to look for both the buy and sell option. I'm just going to mark in the most recent resistance formed that we've broken. We're tapping into that level. It's likely going to be a support on the M30. Marking the most recent resistance at the highest point of the daily candle. So the most recent resistance that we've broken out of, sorry, was the earlier zone. And the zone to the upside is the most recent resistance at the current daily candle's high. Onto the 30-minute structure, and we can see the 50% lines up with a support here. So it is quite relevant to mark in. Lines up with some previous resistance to the left-hand side as well. We mark it in blue, it's a 30-minute level. All right, and what I'm going to do now is just adjust this across to the most recent price action, and we are back at the high of that previous resistance and bouncing off it. So what I'd be looking for on gold right now is, first of all, we've formed support. Buys above the current level are definitely an option, but let's just see what's going on within the 15-minute time frame. There is to be an option at London Open. So onto the M15. Oh, not likely at this stage, to be honest, guys. Reason being, unless we form a support just now, you'd have to be in a trade if you're looking for buys just now. Or the other option is just to wait for it to pop up to the resistance, and at that point there, you're not really going to have the margin to look for the buys above it. So what I prefer to see, in all honesty, just now in gold is price come back down, train up a minor resistance at the current level, and look for a price to pop back above it, start to form a staircase, high, low, from the support around at 2418, and then I could start to potentially look for a buy option. Now, based off the 15-minute time frame, there could be sells below 2415, 16. Let's just have a look at it in M30. And buys above 24, 23 also would be okay. Looks like we may have the margin to take it back up towards the current daily / weekly candles high. So the buys above that minor resistance formed on the move to the downside would be an option as well, something I consider. After pulling back to the support, if we were to flip the micro trend back in line, structure still technically bearish though. If we would flip the micro trend back in line with the counter probabilities on a higher time frame, that could be an option to look for a buy. So buys above 24.30, potential sells below 24.15.66. It's not a great deal of margin on the M30. But so long as it doesn't melt and make the move and tap in a target, there could be options. So that is what I'll be looking at on gold just now. So hopefully that all makes sense. I think it's pretty straightforward. And obviously if we do pull back up to resistance only to reject that current daily candle's high, remain below it, and obviously I'm going to look for my catalyst within price action for potential sell options as well, guys. So for the time being, I mean, I said yesterday I might put GJ to bed, and tell you what, I'm trading gold a lot better than I trade GJ. That is the honest truth. So I mean, I will keep an eye on GJ as well. At this stage currently, well, none of them are quite ready just yet, but we'll see. GJ potentially would provide an option at the open. I just want to see the 4-hour again. Let me just do some, all right. You know, I still prefer to concentrate on gold, if I'm to be honest, guys. So meantime, let me say good day to one and all. First of all, everyone on TikTok, good day to you, Matt, Jin, Donnie, Casper, Crypto Lank, welcome. Lackbinder, good day to you. Make sure to smash the screen, guys. YouTube, Saxy, good morning, brother. Franco, Paulius, Ian, Carl F, Uma, Ben, good to see you, my friend, as always. Franco, you're in GU buys. Okay, nice one. Take a look instead. Dot, good morning to you. You're at break even. Ooh, jeez, looks good. Maybe have a chat about that, but all good. In the bin, GJ, Ben. Kinda. So I took a sell on gold today. To be honest, I got in a little bit late because I was trading off the phone. What I saw was we had a pretty strong well, very strong catalyst at this point here. That candle closed well below the close of the candles to the left. We only had these bearish wicks to potentially bounce off, but I don't pay as much attention to the bearish candle wicks, and a 30-minute was my catalyst in this instance, so I was focused on the 30-minute time frame. And to me, we cleared the bullish candles wicks pretty much by the time I entered, and worked well for a nice win, a really nice win. But we'll see what we can come up with. Obviously, what the chart present. All right, sorry, I was in a message back with you. TikTok, Neo Dag, good day to you. Twana, Divo, Xauusd, Marlene, Speed Chippy, sorry. And Dragon, good day guys. Thank you for the follow. So how's the week been, guys? Fill me in. What's been going on? It's been an indifferent one for myself. So to end up at the moment, I'm on two clean wins, 2 good wins, a tiny win yesterday on that second trade, and obviously 1 loss yesterday, my first loss in ages, especially on stream, and 1 break even. So been still a pretty solid week in the end, which is good considering how volatile it's been. I think I've fared quite well, to be honest. Teacher, hello, tell me which safe bet now, trend or buy or sell on what? And to be honest, every trade holds an element of risk, and that element of risk is whatever financial whatever you have on the table as far in terms of the position size, what you could lose in terms of percent of your account. It all incurs risk, but I like to manage my risk, and that just is what it is, part of a trade, being a trader. So it's as far as safe, I just follow my plan. So if you have a plan, follow that. That's what I'd say. But for me at the moment, I prefer the buys, but there's nothing presenting. But I can also see potential sell options because I've got my structure on the minor time frames being bearish. Right now, my bias is neutral on gold, to be honest. I've got 2 time frames to the upside, I've got 2 time frames to the downside. Actually, it's still bearish. Sorry, I've got 3 time frames to the downside, but I've got counter probabilities on the higher time frame to the upside, so I can see potential for both the buy and the sell. Ben, EU lost yesterday, currently EU buy from support yesterday afternoon, currently running profit, stop us, break it, nice one. Somewhere here, or what you're talking about just recently? I think you meant somewhere here by the sounds of it, which is really good, my friend. Well done.
Hey Justin.
Good day, brother. How are you?
I'm doing alright.
Nice one. Good to hear.
How about you?
All good, my friend. Just another busy day. Busy day on the charts, busy day doing stuff for the family business. So what are you looking at today?
Currently on my GU buys, one I called earlier in the group.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one. Like I mentioned, it almost looks too good to be true. Especially on the
the 30. I had to stuck to that one for a while, because my stop loss was like below below this bullish engulfing candle.
Yeah,
no, not right down.
Below here.
Now the one you draw the line on top.
Blue here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you wrote through a bit of drawdown.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that in the group, though, I was looking at like, wow, that looks almost too good. You got plenty of confluences. You had the daily counter probabilities as well on your side, or our counter probabilities as well. You had plenty of reason to take the entry. So good to see it working now, though. Good work. And if you're not in GU just now, guys, a bit late. You're way too late to the party.
And I also had a small position that I held it overnight from yesterday. Like it was above yesterday, like I think on the 2 hours I can see above there, above that bearish candle.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, right up there.
Yeah, that's a nice catalyst candle. That's a solid entry as well. Nice one. You held that overnight, your time?
Yeah, I held that one overnight. I think that's like the first trade I actually held overnight. I rarely do that.
Yep. As long as I always say it to all my guys, as long as you're accepting of the risk, then I mean it's okay. But you obviously, if you're asleep, not much you can do to in regards to management once you're in it.
Yeah, it was like a very small position, and looking at it, because from yesterday I was looking like if I was to take a buy on GU, then it had to close above. I had to have a closure above the previous daily pin bar. Then that came like really late during the day, so I just put a small position there and let it be.
Yeah, I've done it in the past. I've done the same thing, and that's it. You just let it go. Either you wake up and you're in some decent profits normally, or you wake up and being stopped out. So usually one or the other. But look at it now. It's looking really, really good, really clean at the moment. Nice work.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. So what happened with GU?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was 3 pips in profit. Then I set PE as my rule, and then price went down, and I was out at PE, and then price started to head up again.
You can see, yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, but
yeah,
it's my rule at the end.
Well, that's it. As long as you're following your rules, that's the main thing. Ara, no, I don't have Telegram. I've got a free Discord group though. Send me a DM and I'll send it to you. I can't send links into the TikTok chat and won't let me. Don Carlo, good morning to you. All right, so just quickly, guys. GJ, what I might look at if the London Open candle just pops straight up without a low wick. Shit, I better open my magic keys. Otherwise, I won't be taking any trades. If it taps into that bearish candle, the wick of it, I might just execute an impulse sell. It's a very risky entry, but it's something I tested many times and it worked very well for me. When price taps into a 4-hour level, forget it. Okay, it's off the table anyway. Has to pop straight up. So not interested in the buys at the moment. Just don't have the margin anymore to the resistance. Gold. Yeah, I'm not liking gold. Looks like we're kind of exhausting out this previous support here to the left. So what I prefer to see, like I mentioned before, is a little bit of a resistance form. And if we pop above that resistance, I'll buy it on the next M15. That's what I'm waiting for just now. If it goes, so be it. I can look for a buy higher up if it breaks above that resistance. Because if we were to continue bearish, then there is no real need to break the resistance. If we do so, there's a high probability at that point that we're going to head back up towards the current daily candles high Now, if we've rejected that resistance, there's a high probability that we're going to come back towards the current daily candle's low. So at that point, I could look for sell options as well. More, good day to you. OT1, good day to you. JSB, Michael, welcome. Got a video likely dropping Sunday, guys, on YouTube. It's going to be a really good one. I think it's going to help a lot of you who are struggling, especially Tija, who asked that question about, is it safe to buy now or sell? Basically, safe at now trend, buy or sell. It will help you determine what, again, doesn't mean every element of trade, every trade incurs an element of risk. But what this video will do is help you choose a direction more clearly. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably drop on Sunday. I'm going to delete that for the time being. Good day to you, Corey, Andrew, Yuan, welcome guys. So we want gold to reject form of resistance on the 15-minute, and then I want a bullish engulfing candle. That would be a really nice entry if it gives it. Not, we'll get buys from lower down. We'll even get the sells, but starts to pop below support. The Bung, how are you, brother? Welcome. So Bitcoin and tech stocks have bounced off the back of the job starter apparently out of the US overnight, my time. So looking at Bitcoin, it's flipped all of a sudden into what looks to be a pretty solid uptrend. We're bearish throughout the week. Current weekly is forming still a bearish candle, lower high, lower low. Obviously Bitcoin being that 24/7 asset, the weekly still has over 2 days left remaining. It is forming bullish now. Sorry, I was looking at monthly before, so we flipped back and bullish above the previous support to the left. Long wick to the downside, suggest we grab equity from the downside. Let's mark in the current weekly counters high. We've got daily structure still bullish. I don't even need to check that. We know from the all-time high, the origin of that, where the impulse, which is around at 50k. And look at that for a strong closure on the previous daily candle. So what I'd be doing on Bitcoin is marking 50% of that candle on the fib, and that is potentially a level price could pull back to, form a support above and head back up. Grab liquidity from that level. If we do so and begin form a support above it, I'd be pretty comfortable in predicting that buy options would be the more probable entry from above that level. So we're looking at the 4 hour low, just above, we've got a 4 hour support, so you can begin to mark that level in. As far as resistance, we've tapped into some over here to the left, marking the high for the time being, and we'll see what we've got. As far as the structure on the 4 hour, it actually flipped bullish just recently, flipped bullish earlier today. So bullish on a 4 hour, bullish on the daily, bullish on the weekly, and the M30, I'd hazard a guess, is also bullish. It is. So bias is bullish across the board on Bitcoin at the moment. So what I'd be looking for is, now I can just adjust this to the most recent price action just now. Buys above, not the cleanest. What I'd be looking for just now on Bitcoin is within the current daily candle. So we've rejected and created, we'll create a high, not yet really created, or you can argue we created a bit of a low within the micro trend. So if we were to pull back up and close above this minor resistance form on the pullback above 61.50, there is a very high probability at that point there price is going to come back up towards the current daily / weekly candles high. So buys above 61.50, Counter trend, but what would make sense is if we create the lower low yet again. So if we pull back, create a lower high, lower low within the micro trend, start to pop below 60.57 too, roughly, then the sells are going to be a decent option to take it back down towards the current that support, sorry, at 59.583 and back towards the 50% at previous daily candle. Now, is there any impulse or sorry, any buys within the current level? I mean, if this closed bullish engulfing, you're not going to have the margin, but otherwise that'd be a pretty strong catalyst to look for a buy option on Bitcoin. So for the time being, I'd be looking for, if we respect that lower high we've just formed, I want to look for a catalyst to sell it. Otherwise, buys above and sells below the support current daily candles low. That's it on Bitcoin. Back to GJ. Nothing on GJ. See, these candles don't give me confidence to buy it, especially that previous one. Left along upper wick, closed back a weak bullish candle. So that to me that suggests exhaustion. It's also closed, if you were to draw in horizontal, we can see it's closed below that previous support here to the left. So based off it leaving that long wick to the upside, closing back below that level, would suggest to me that we're exhausting and it's not trusting the buy on continuation above that candle high. So like I mentioned, in this scenario, what I prefer to see is if price did the same as, or according to the data to the left, if it actually formed a resistance at what was previous support, so like so, and then we start to pop back above that resistance at the same time, closing above that previous support to the left, that to me will be a really strong catalyst to buy it. Right now, if it just goes, I miss it, and what I prefer to do is wait to see how it reacts to the resistance at 24, 23, roughly 24, that sort of level. Ali and Tom, good day to you. Ziggy Zigga, good day to you. JK, Dusty AU, Nate Simmons, welcome guys. What is this subscription leaderboard? I have no idea what the hell goes on with TikTok, to be honest. I'm on live on YouTube as well, guys, so if you can't find me on TikTok, just hit me up on YouTube. I'm there 5 days a week. How's that for a rejection on GJ at the moment? Betty, welcome. RJSP. What are we looking at, guys? TikTok? YouTube? What are you guys looking at the moment? Other than Ben, is anyone else in any trades at the moment? I know Mr. Phillies, I know Franco was. I'm sure some of you would have had buy stop, sell stops for the open. Used to be the way we re-rolled, and it worked really well for a certain period of time until the market stopped doing what they were doing quite regularly for 6 months straight. Ali, what are my thoughts on using Heikinashi? It's my go-to, but still learning. I don't use indicators, to be honest. Yeah, I've never used it, so I'd be lying to you if I gave you an opinion of it. I have no opinion of it, to be honest. I can ask you, isn't that where you have like they're all set of straight bullish, straight bearish? It's supposed to help you determine trend, or so? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Yeah, sorry. The way I trade is just straight price action, and I could literally trade off this without any zones, but just helps to see roughly where you are in the chart. But I could just trade by myself if I was just sitting here by myself, not, you know, in coach mode or not in stream mode. I could come to a chart like this and I could pretty much tell what's going on. Yeah, I'd still do the same, go through the same process from the higher time frame down, but without the actual zones marked in. It just helps for me to have those zones marked in, so I can just confirm if we're tapped into a certain level that I want price to tap into before an entry. And that is all I need personally, and I know what signals I look for within the candles itself, and I just patiently wait for them to occur at a level I have determined to be a level I want to get involved in a trade. So it's quite simply how I roll. Ben, welcome, brother. If you're asking, can we hear you? No.
No. yeah. Sorry, I was muted myself. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Just
good.
Getting back. So EU.
It's still running, mate.
Nice one.
She's still going. Right down at the bottom. That long rejection wick down there.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Nice one. So what, you bullish engulfing?
Yep.
Nice one.
And off we went.
So you're just gonna let it run, or?
At the moment, yeah.
What's on
just seeing
news?
Have we got any news today?
No, it's just cat. Oh, hold on. No. Nothing that's scheduled anyway.
Just conscious that, I mean, you look at yesterday's daily candle and you broke the high and the low. Are we going to sort of consolidate now through till CPI next week? Yeah. That's my only sort of thought.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I mean, I'd quite like it to tap into, certainly retest yesterday's highs if it could.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
4 hour.
That'd be, yeah, definitely a good target. But even like, so I think so long as you remain above 109.07, and that's in profit, I think it's still good to continue to the upside. Obviously, you can see it's creating series high lows, high highs against the actual structure itself. So it's approaching a pretty key level just now. It needs to break above, and if that's the case, I think you're right to hold it through. Are you gonna hold it over the weekend? No real plans?
No real plans at the moment. I mean, I think I reassess it at see how this session goes, and then reassess during US.
Fair enough.
And we'll see how it goes. I mean, next week's just gonna be turbulent, isn't it? So
yeah, next week's
they're all about rate cuts now, aren't they? To try and
that's the rhetoric now.
So
up to 100 basis points they're calling for the remainder of the year.
So you can just see it being a bit of a bloodbath next week. So we'll see. But yeah, if it looks right, then yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Nice one. Hopefully the swaps aren't like only scams.
No.
Oh mate, they were like 30 $30 or something of swap fee on that for one lot, wasn't it? Something like that. It was a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, they were
20 or something.
I wrote a review on those.
And I will. I read the reviews, and it's funny what happened. As soon as as soon as we started to get the dodgies happening to us,
yeah,
everyone was saying the exact same thing. Happened to everyone at the exact same time.
I put my only scams as the title. A couple of people have liked it. It's been up since the middle of July, so I think they've just given up trying to take it down now.
Oh mate, I've still not forgotten. I'm still working on it.
But they are, yeah. I think that there's basically it's 1-star reviews, or it's someone that's been paid to write a review by the looks of it. Yeah,
it's one of those scripted ones.
All with exactly the same
positive review
things that happened to us.
Oh, okay, yeah, negative ones.
Could not access the MT4 terminal to log in, despite emailing. They claimed there was no error. Subsequently lost the 300k account.
Yep.
Yeah, know that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I just say the exact same issue. It's like, why can't I log in? And of course, you've breached the rules for being inactive for more than 30 days. You've got to be kidding me. Pitfalls, guys, of funded accounts, the prop firm accounts. You got to be very careful with them. 100 odds NBA bets. Welcome, Finn. G'day to you. Marcus. G'day. Bags. G'day. DJ closes week bullish just here on the 15. There could be options to sell, guys. That's what I'm probably going to be waiting for. Let you know. And gold, we need to wait and see how it reacts to resistance, and that's about it for the time being. Uma, gold view. I'm waiting for it to pop up to this resistance. And the only other option I would consider just now is if we close back bearish engulfing on the M15, I'll sell it on the following candle. Because what that's going to do is that's going to close the M30 back, bearish candle for long wick to the upside, and we'll be respecting that previous support here to the left. And for me, that would be enough of a catalyst to sell it. That's what I'm currently waiting for, to see what happens. Otherwise, if it continues up, now I'll just have to see how it reacts to the resistance above, and that's about it. Teflon, good day to you. Yossi, go. Zaid Kearney, good day to you.
How did you get on today?
Yeah, not bad, mate. It was, I mean, didn't have all that much going on, to be honest, with business and that. So although things did pick up right when I was in a gold trade, it's pretty usual. Typical, but I managed it well in the end, to be honest. So it was a nice win. Gold.
I saw this morning.
Yeah. I had multiple, to be honest. The only reason why I entered multiple positions because I had done the analysis and I was waiting for it to happen, but I got a little bit sidetracked. And when I was going to set the order, I only had literally that smaller lot size set. So I'm gonna enter one now.
Yeah. Reset
it, and then I just kept entering, and I entered multiple 4 positions, and then very risky. And then I put the stop loss in. Once I had them all, it's a lot harder to manage. But once you've got it in now on MetaTrader on the phone, I like how you can adjust it with the horizontals.
It is a lot easier.
It's so much easier. They never had that before. That's what it did, and just closed 3 positions and let one run. Nice. So first position was about 16 pips, second was about 14, and the third one was about 13.5, 14 pips as well. It's very similar to the second one, and the last one taking out break even.
Take that all day long.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, 9 minutes left on GJ. We're looking at potential GJ sells and waiting on gold. Jemima, Lil, tough one. Matt Smith, Yanchi, Johnny, Softs, welcome guys.
Got a little wet at the cricket yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they stopped it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fun.
So it got a bit wet inside then after that.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much else to do, is there? Really?
No, not when there is nothing else to do. Might as well just get on it.
Wasn't it? Yeah. So a couple of drinks were had.
That's it.
Nothing too wild.
What's on the agenda for the rest of the for the weekend?
Got for the 30th tonight. And then going to... Oh, don't you know I'm actually going to the theatre tomorrow, don't you know?
Oh, you know. It's going to be all dressed all suave and swanky as well. Got to fit the bill.
You know me.
Look the part.
You know me.
Of course. Bottle of Bob.
We'll see how we go.
Can't drink that shit, mate. I went to watch, is it the Avenue? I think it's called. It's like that crude puppet show. And where do you guys go watch all those shows in London, in the centre of London? One of the main theatres?
Covent Garden.
I can't remember the name, to be honest, man.
What is an actual theatre?
Yeah. Not movie theatre. I'm talking about stage.
Yeah.
That is one of the best shows ever. Oh man, Avenue Q. That's it. Avenue Q. That's the one. It's hilarious, isn't it? It's like a crude Sesame Street or something. Yeah. So anyway, my mates and I went to watch it. A bunch of 4 high school mates.
Yeah.
When we were late 20s. And as you do, just look the part, you get a bottle of champagne, a very expensive one. And I have my first glass just spilled all over some lady sitting next to us who I did not know. By accident. And so bad. And she was there with her boyfriend. Turned out like really nice, love from Australia as well. So really cool about it. I can see it was a total accident. And after the second attempt, champagne just puts me to sleep. It completely puts me to sleep. So I missed, the best part of the show, to be honest. But that show is based on my personality. It's great, isn't it? So gold sells out of the equation right now. So focus is GJ. Chelsea, good day to you. Big Al Edwards. Welcome, guys. Avenue Q, absolute classic.
What have you got on?
Same old, mate. Same old, helping while I'm still here, pulling the weight for the family.
Keep on hustling.
But not long left anyway.
No, you're getting so close now.
Yeah, looking forward to it, obviously. Teja, what is ACT? Analyze, confirm, trade. Because that is pretty much what I do. That's me to a T. Not to be confused with Australian capital territory for those in the TikTok who keep thinking, are you from the A.C.T? Keep asking me, am I from the A.C.T? No, I'm not.
Should have thought about that.
Yeah, I know. Should have kept the first that idea. What was that? A.C.T, but I thought that sounded a little bit too much like the old group. So
completely fair.
Yeah.
Antagonise, would we?
I mean, DJ sells are still going to be valid based off the 30, but the issue is likely going to be stop loss. A massive stop again off the 30. I mean, we'll see how the candle forms. I really would have preferred to see a little bit of support and a break of the support. Gold is off to the races, so I mean, let's see how gold closes as well. If it closes above the M30 without pushing too far into the range above, it could be options to buy gold as well. One of the issues obviously on gold will be stop loss. Minutes got a bit of resistance, so yeah, just see where his candle closes in the next 2 and a bit minutes. TJ, love from India, nice one. Welcome, mate. Car left while we are waiting. Did Ben's dog trick get him a theatre date? Ben's dog trick. Oh, I didn't even see it. Wow. He's a lump of a lad.
He's a big old boy.
Is that yours, the family dog?
No, it's a housemate's dog.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Blue Staffy.
Beautiful dogs, man. Expensive.
It's gorgeous, softest one going.
Yeah, you can tell. Awesome. Oh, GJ, looking bullish.
Obviously.
Say again?
Obviously.
Yeah, of course. Just to add drama.
Making his mind up. Just in the middle of nowhere.
GJ is still valid if it closes back bullish. Now, gold is also technically, or could be valid. The puppy walking a pub, was that that was the idea? I think that was for James though. He's the eligible bachelor. That was the stream. Remember, I had to decide on TikTok what purpose of the stream was, and I decided to teach to teach how young gentlemen how they can take advantage of the use of a puppy at the park on a nice day to find a date. Find some nice young ladies. Yeah, all right, guys, back to it. Right, any way you can do it, you know. Anyway, I'm a happily taken man though. So DJ sells, guys. His candle, yes, it is closing back bearish. So it's a bit of a pause. It's a weak closure. It's a doji as well. So now if we break the high of the previous, we have absolutely not much need at all to come back down and break below if we were to continue bullish. If we do so, then what this suggests to me is there's a high probability what we're currently doing is just grabbing some liquidity from the upside to give us enough momentum once we break below to potentially come down further towards that 187.35 sort of level. So I'm not gonna press the wrong thing. I'm not gonna actually set the order. Well, actually I might set the order just now. And is rejecting. The stop loss can be based off the current candles high. Current candles Previous count as low as 552. Look around 540 is a potential entry point. I've not set it just yet though. Oh man, gold. Gold, you have to beat it just now. Gold, you'd have to beat it right now, guys. Stop loss below the low. Good to take gold. So, well, how did it open though? That's the thing. Did it pop straight up or pop straight down? Either way, if you're gold, you'd have to beat it. So your entry would be just above the high, you'd be pretty much at the entry. Okay, popping back up. Semi look at GJ 1 hour candle. It bounced from a support and create high candle. Oh, let's go. Yep, and it still could bounce, break above the previous candle's high. That's fine. It's all well and good. So not in a trade. Want to watch gold. I don't feel like I'm cheating because I wasn't watching it. But you probably have to have been in it, to be honest, already. If it breaks zone high, that's where I might enter at that point. Because now it's pulling back to that level. If it does flip again and break its own high, and there's high probability I'm going to respect this, will start to pop up that 15-minute resistance as well to the left. So I might look for a buy just back above the high, and the stop loss will be wherever this candle, the low of this candle is, and that will be your target. So entry is around 60, 24, 6. That looks of it. No, it's not. What am I talking about? 24, 25, 6 roughly. 5, 24, 25, 5. Why does that look so wide though? Oh, it is in my broker though. Alright. Cameron, Forex you can't really hear me? The rest of you hear me? Where I think gold is heading by the end of the month. I think gold's going to continue to the upside, but I trade the shorter time frames. I'm not interested in the longer term, personally. Alright, GJ, forget it. Let's pull back too far. So right now, again, at least for form support. So if we pull back, reject, there could be still options to sell moving forward. Crypto link, you can hear? Okay. GG.co Gorilla Sports. I'm from Melbourne, man. Welcome, by the way. Thank you guys for the follow. Crypto link. Well, for a sell, it needs to start closing back below. But if it flips and breaks zone higher, I'm going to be looking at buy. GG. I'm just going to call it Gorilla Sports. Yeah. Well, I trade gold is my main instrument. that right, that entry? That looks way too far above. 26, no, it should be 46. All right, 24, 24, 45. The announce broken back into range below. If it flips, bounces off and breaks zone high. That to me is a decent entry point. So that's what I'm looking at. What's JJ doing? Still popping up. So stop loss and goal will be where this candle low is. So I need GJ to reject on this counter now. It's a bit tricky though, where we form support in 15, making it a little bit tricky to find a solid entry. And gold, we'll see. All right, we're in.
Push, baby, push.
Yep, let's go. Let's see. Are you scalping on what time frame? On the M30 is my normal catalyst time frame. But I will go down to the 15 and buy for confluence, but the 30 minutes by confirmation. Using the higher time frames direction as well as giving me direction for entry. Oof. Are you in? Yeah, I'm in a small trade. I've got a position. So we'll see. Last attempt of the week. Oof, this is going south. Half week on stream. All right, just gonna hold it because I want to see if this level holds. If it doesn't, that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. What are you trading so high in the week? It was above this counter's high. That's why it looks a lot higher, because that's my the high of my broker. That's why the high of the entry count of my broker was a little bit higher up than what it was on TradingView. And it looks like I'm about to be taken out by the looks of it. Almost. Oof, God. And within a whisker. Here's the actual stop loss. Actual stop loss is 50. The 15-minute is drawing to a close. We need to close back bullish, to be honest. Need to start flipping back above this previous resistance. Doesn't, what is there's a high probability what will happen if it does close bearish and you can't open up, it creates a bit of an upper wick. Use the flip, and it's a good chance it's going to take the stop loss out. We need to obviously flip. Yeah, I'm out. Oh well, all gone. Not a great way to end the week, but what can you do? It's all part of the game, so that's a loss. That's all good. Just follow the plan, trade the plan, so not much you can do about it. So that is a loss on gold. How's GJ going? Not great for any particular entry at the moment on GJ. So I think at GJ, best just to wait for it to come up to the resistance. Vishal, yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Made sense. Didn't make any dollars, but it made sense. So that 15-minute resistance held, and I was accepting of that risk that it could potentially hold, and that's what it's done. So all good. That's a big rejection of that level. So here's what it is. Not a great way to end the week, but all good. Still, the week ends in what will likely just be a tiny profit. It's almost break even, to be honest. It's around break even for me, but not too bad. GGPM losing week, but that's part of it. Yeah, it is, isn't it? So 15's closed with pretty much no low wick. Closed back below. Yeah. What can you do? What can you do? It's losing week for you. Yeah, it's just one of those ones, my friend. If it wasn't for a bit of, to be honest, for me being really strict with my rules, and every Friday, especially on stream, it's a smaller risk entry to end the week. I always do it. Always done it. but probably the past few weeks on a Friday. So had it been a normal risk, I'd probably be in drawdown for sure for the week. Now, if this closed back bearish below, then the sellers are back on, to be honest. GJ killed me? Yeah, GJ killed me yesterday as well. The volume has just been nuts on GJ. It's been really crazy. Alright, if this closed weak bullish, and there's going to be sell options on GJ. This morning, that huge candle's wiped 5% of my funded. Oh, mate. How'd you let it wipe 5% off, though? That's the question I ask you. You should have, should be managing it. This week on stream in a long time. Long time. Watch this thing pump now. NBA 205 UK. GJ being so volatile lately, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been crazy. Huge candles in both directions. The volume has been absurd. It's actually more volatile than gold at the moment. Look at that. You're kidding. Funded brokers closing my positions. How does that make sense? Look at that. What else can you do? So typical.
Oh well, isn't it?
Very typical. Very typical. What can you do? It's all part of it. All you can really do is have a bit of a laugh. What if duck's back? Fisher, you kept in. Nice one. Not trading Fridays anymore. Yeah, it's all good. You just need to, like I said, Fridays is always lower risk. London sessions are always lower risk for me. So it is what it is. There's no entry now. It's gone. Completely gone. Yeah, so now, in my opinion, just need to see how it reacts to resistance at around that 24, 28 sort of level. Closures above it, there's going to be options to buy it, or just below it, there's going to be options to sell it, just trading the range. Now, likely we're going to close back bullish in this candle, by the looks of it. So we've formed a support just below a previous resistance here on the M15. So if prices close below it, there could be options at that point to sell it. That's pretty much what I'll be looking at on gold. GJ at the moment, you just think closures below or well within this zone around that 187.556 for possible entries, or sells upon rejection of the resistance, or buys above 188.30. That's pretty much all we can do on that, in my opinion. So that being said, I think that's a wrap, guys. Gold is done the dirty. What can you do though? Not much you can do about it. So we wrap it up and we just chill, don't do anything stupid, and we come back next week and it'll be a better one. So this week for me, it was 3, or really 2 solo wins, 1 very small win, 2 losses, and a break even. So probably my worst week in a while, but it's still okay. So could have been a lot worse. Trizza, nice one. Good to see some of you still had it open, so well done, guys. And yeah, if you could, guys, please appreciate if you could hit the like button on the way up. Members, what I'll do is I'll start another call in about 10 minutes or so if anyone is about for a little session just to have a chat about this week. You can do so. And yeah, otherwise, guys, have a good one. Stay safe if you are trading in the same way. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. Catch you guys on Monday. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye for now.